Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Gyro, and today we're going to be talking about gains. Yes, everyone wants themselves some gains in Mists of Pandaria Remix while we still have time. We still have well over 50 days left in Pandaria Remix, and everyone wants to make their alts stronger. Today we're talking about that. Three main questions that I'm going to be answering today and talking to you about. First question is, how much can you actually realistically upgrade with, say, about 100,000 bronze? You'd think 100,000 bronze, especially as a fresh player, it's a lot. Yeah, so that's the first question. Second question is, how and where to get even more bronze? That's the second question. And third question is, should you even bother with those gains, with those upgrades, specifically item level upgrades at the Infinite Bazaar, or spend this bronze on something else? How about that? Three very clear questions. If you are up for a ride with me, my friends, and specifically if you have armies of alts to gear up, to level up, that should be your gem. This whole channel should be your gem if you're one of those people. Give me a quick like if you think I deserve it, and let's jump straight into this. Okay, so I'm giving you an example here of a fresh Demon Hunter alt. Yes, I have tons of them. Why not have another one, right? I dinged level 70 with about 70,000 bronze. How did I get it? I was questing a little bit, and as advised, as my advice to you, my friends, in my previous videos, I've done a lot of Wings of LFR every day, okay? I've done basically all Wings of LFR, maybe not all of them towards the end of the leveling, but majority of Wings of LFR every day, to mainly increase the experience gains as I went along. And I've done some questing in between. There will be, by the way, a separate video where I will suggest an optimal path, in my humble opinion, as far as that questing goes while you're waiting for LFR to pop. So stay tuned for that. So that's what I've done on this character. And I've ended up with about 69, close to 70,000 bronze when I dinged level 70. At level 70, main gear that you start getting from the quests, from any other source, from those chests, the green gear, will be item level 3, 4, 6. And you are basically, a green alt as we refer to them. You kind of don't do much damage, and you are a blank canvas really to start gearing yourself up further. Well, I decided to go to the Infinite Bazaar and check what I'm going to do with that 70,000 bronze. And to my nice surprise, the lovely Momentous over here, the upgrader guy Draconid, was offering me 30,000 of welfare bronze, because apparently I have achieved another gotten another achievement, and they've decided to award me with that extra lump sum of bronze. Wonderful, lovely. So we had this round number of 100,000 bronze, and I was like, yay, this probably will skyrocket me into those godly areas of those people smashing DPS meters. So let's see how we went. Well, when you are upgrading any piece of gear that you may have not at item level 3, 4, 6, at level 70, this upgrade will cost you absolute peanuts, nothing, just like cents, like 20 bronze, 50 bronze, I don't know, like completely throwaway numbers, okay? And at that level, at that moment in time, I had obvious gaps in my gearing, because I'm not a completionist. I'm an altoholic, and I was trying to test this theory that I'm telling you about today, but I'm not a completionist, aka I didn't feel the need to finish every achievement, such as clearing every scenario, such as clearing every heroic dungeon. No, they are not hard, but they're time-consuming achievements. I didn't want to do them. That's why I don't have necklace, I don't have second trinket, and I don't have the rings equipped. Obviously, that brings my overall item level down. You don't need to point it out to me. I'm not blind. I see it. I did it consciously. So my item level with those gaps was at 256. And 3, 4, 6 was the highest item level piece. Starting the upgrades, they're very, very cheap to bring up your item level of your pieces, all of the pieces equipped to item level 3, 4, 6. But to upgrade further higher up, it gets actually substantially more expensive. If you haven't done it yet, take your hot pills, because main pieces such as your helmet and such as your chest, such as your weapons, would be 4,500 per pop. That's quite a bit of bronze, you would say. That would even eat into that buffer of 100,000. And the braces are the cheapest item, and upgrade would be only 2,500. And shoulders and secondary pieces such as belt and such as gloves would be 3,375 bronze per pop. Substantial investment into upgrade per pop. You have to go all-round upgrade to the next item level kind of range, if you like, then it will allow you to proceed to the higher item level range. AKA, you cannot just upgrade your weapon to item level 500 sitting there and just investing into your weapon, okay? And by the way, because spoiler alert, I've never proceeded much further in item levels, I don't know if these costs of upgrades increase. I would suspect that towards the high end of 500, item level 500, they might increase those costs even. So please talk to those who have done it, okay? So I have spent 100,000 goes just like in real life in Sydney these days. Boom! You think you have 100,000, then you don't have 100,000. How did I go? Again, with all my gaps in gearing, my item level increased to item level 281. Highest pieces, such as weapons, I was able to upgrade to item level 388. The lowest pieces remained at item level 374. And the trinket obviously is not upgradable. Other jewelry will not be upgradable for you, and they will stay somewhere around 342. Okay, that's all we could achieve. 100,000 was boom, gone like this. Okay, so where would you get more if you wanted to persevere with this, and what is the easiest way to do it on all of your alts without doing too much, making it in a little bit more of a repeatable brain dead pattern, if you like, okay, while you're watching Netflix or whatever it is you want to do? Well, my friend, stick to my leveling advice, boosting your experience gains advice, and continue doing LFR wings. There are 13 LFR wings open at level 70 in Mists of Pandaria Remix. That's very generous. 13 is a large number, okay? And there is also one daily raid quest from the Infinite Bazaar, yeah, and it will also give you a little bit of cash. So let's go through that. So each wing gives you a blue cash at the completion of the wing of 1000 bronze comes out of that cash. Okay, that's nice. There is also an epic cache, believe it or not. I think that's the bonus they've added recently available, and it contains 1500 bronze. So that's 2500 bronze per day, because the wings reset every day, per wing of LFR every single day. Okay. Then let's not forget that there is also change, kind of bronze change that you get from from first of all scrapping the gear into the bronze. Let's not forget about that. That's a rather chunky piece of change, and from trash. Each big large trash pool, depends on the wing of course of LFR, gives you something like 100 extra bronze. 100 here, 100 there, 100 there, 100 there. So I would say if we round it up rather crudely, depending on the wing of LFR, depending on how long it is, you would probably get about between another 500 to about 1000 of extra bronze per wing of LFR per day. Okay. So summary, let's summarize the gains. So at the lowest, in the lowest scenario, if we average our gains, we would be getting about 3000 bronze per wing of LFR multiplied by 13 wings if you do each wing. That gives you about 39,000 bronze per day just from wings of LFR, nothing else whatsoever. Highest, if you know you are scrapping a lot, if you are very lucky with the drops of the bronze from the trash, etc, etc, let's average that we would be getting about 3,500 bronze per wing multiplied by 13 wings. That gives us 45,500 bronze per day from all wings. That will be a bit of a long day, especially if you're DPS queuing, but once the first queue popped, others will be popping straight after that, and the wings are pretty fast. So you'll probably speculatively, you'll be done with this errand, I don't know, maybe in 2-3 hours. You correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. Always welcome your experience, so share it with me. Plus the daily reward from the Infinite Bazaar, that will give you another 2.5k bronze per day in a lovely chest. That gives us, my friends, 48,000 per day, which is half of our initial budget, test budget of 100,000. Okay, so to summarize, before we talk about is it worth it, is it a lot, 100,000? Well, it seems like a lot. That's what prompted creation of this video, but it is not really. It isn't gonna skyrocket you into the stratosphere of those gods of Pandaria who are topping DPS meters, as I described in the other video to you, and 100,000 is gonna be gone, poof, like this, no problem. However, you'll be getting about half, roughly, of that budget per day, if you're diligent enough, and you don't even have to do much. You can just click, 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 brain dead, follow the leader, and they kill everything for you. Just be there, basically, and you'll get 48k bronze per day, which will allow you to continue that power chasing fantasy for the rest of 50 or so days of Mists of Pandaria, and that's how you get that. That's how you'll get those gains. Now, final question, my friends, and good on you if you have sat through this whole thing with me to wait for this moment. So is it worth it? Is it worth it? In my humble opinion, yes, there is fun in being one of those gods who are topping DPS meters. I spoke about this at length, about how they do it, increase your stats, increase your item level maybe, and crush everything. And it's fun. Like, who argues? I wouldn't argue. It's fun, okay? Fun. Fun for me to watch. Not as much fun to participate, because literally those people just slaughter everything like an eraser, going just there in front, and we just trail behind and they carry us, okay? Not that much fun for us, but you know, it's kind of decadent fun. It's a bit fun. But as I've just shown you, purely mathematically and from my own experience, even barely scraping the surface, I think it costs a lot of bronze to get there, to get up there to those fun levels of crushing everything on DPS. That's the first thing. And secondly, I personally believe that all of this gear will become obsolete rather quickly, especially with the pre-patch for the War Within that is going to come our way within a month and a half maybe. So before you know it, we will be offered catch-up gear. So one thing is leveling an army of alts fast. That's a definite purposeful thing for you to engage in right now while you can, while Mist of Pandaria is there. Make every alt imaginable and leave them naked, is what I'm gonna say to you as a final advice from your friend Gyro. Make every alt imaginable. Leave them in greens. Because all of this gear that you will grind for right now and stuff like this, first of all, it will take you ages, and it's rather tedious and repetitive. It's brain numbing, honestly, like mind numbing. I would not do it, okay? And secondly, all of that will be replaced with something appropriate for the War Within anyway very soon from the pre-patch event. That's my call on it. That's what I think. So to come back to all the 3 questions, 3 chapters that I've announced at the very beginning. How much can you upgrade with 100 bronze? 100,000 bronze? Nothing. Not much. Not nothing. Not much. Secondly, how to get more bronze? Do all 13 wings of LFR and be happy. Is it worth it? No, it's not worth it. I would instead focus on the most optimal paths to level up as many alts as you can, to have them as a naked army of alts standing there lined up and waiting for your command to start bracing the wilds of the War Within, whatever that adventure brings. I hope this was entertaining and maybe educational. Please, if it's either of those two, this goes a long way motivationally and, to help the channel grow. Please give me a quick like before you go. Subscribe for more. Videos are coming to you at least at the rate of roughly 1 video per week. Thank you very much for being with me tonight, and I'll talk to you next time.